Hello everyone, it's me, Big Gay Steve. How you doing? Before we get started, please like and subscribe and hit that dinner bell so that every time I do a video, you will get a coupon for $1 off a cherry Slurpee from your local 7-Eleven that's probably closed down and boarded up. But hey girl, they may reopen someday. Just hold on to the coupon. Look what I have for you tonight. It's something I made, and I'm gonna put it on my cooking channel. I hadn't uploaded it yet. I don't know which video will hit the scene first, but this is Cajun shrimp enchiladas. It's got shrimp, cheese, Cajun Alfredo sauce, jalapeno onion, bell peppers, tomato, sauteed and put inside with cheese and shrimp, and then some raw mixture of that on top, baked in the oven till bubbly. And then I got some cilantro lime shrimp out of a box, cilantro lime rice out of a box with a 5-star lemon twist on top. Okay, so there it is. That's the thumbnail. So everybody doing? How's everybody doing this Friday night? Cheers, Steve. What is that? Uh, that is the color of apple juice, so that's what we'll call it. I had a really rough day, so don't judge me. Oh, you see this? You see that? I was bleeding, girl. Like I was, I was bleeding like a. Well, I was gonna say like. What I was gonna say was so horrible. I don't know if y'all could stomach it, even coming from Big Gay Steve. But it is a joke. Can I say it? Because it's just a joke. It's a joke. Somebody might unsubscribe if I say that. It's bleeding like a young, and somebody on Epstein Island. I'll just say that, and you can put the pieces together from there. Okay, Steve, that's awful. I know, girl, but only the intelligent will get it, and only the intelligent have a sense of humor. So we're good. So anyway, one enchilada's laying this way, one's laying that way. That's the taste tester. I tasted. I already tasted it. They are good. But I put 2 jalapenos in it, and I didn't remove the seeds. Should have done that because they are on fire, hot. So that means my booty hole is gonna be burning, girl, burning down like a California forest. I'm telling you. But this, I almost bled to death today because I decided to pull a Joe Biden and cut the fence. I'm sorry, girl. I mean, the fence cut me. They locked the fence, and I had to. The dumbass that locked the fence put the lock on the inside of the fence. So to get my key I had to open the gate to park my vehicle, and I had to reach through there. I had to shove my big ass, fat, Big Gay Steve hand in there to get the lock and turn it so I could get the key in. And oh, I was pissed, girl. And then when I got done, I was like, I felt something like dripping on me, and I looked, and girl, it was gushing blood. Okay, and what was cool though is I waited till the blood was like running everywhere. It was running everywhere. Girl, it looked horrible. It looked like I cut my hand like wide open, but as you can see, it's just a little thing. It's something old people have to deal with. Uh, but anyway, I sent that picture to my boss and all my coworkers, and then I went on a rant. I'm like, for now on, when y'all lock the gate, make sure the thing's on the outside because this is what happens. And the blood's gushing, and my boss is like, "Do you need to go to the emergency room?" I'm like, "No, girl, relax. That's just alcoholic blood. It doesn't clot." Okay, so we're good. All right, so I'm gonna get into this. Oh, girl, I've been thinking about these enchiladas all day. Basically, what I did, it's got queso cheese, all the shit I mentioned, and some shrimp. I put Cajun seasoning on. Go watch the video on my cooking channel. But then I poured a Cajun sauce over it. It's like a Cajun Alfredo sauce. So if you go watch the recipe and your store, my store sells a Cajun like Alfredo sauce. It doesn't say Alfredo, but that's what it is basically. But if you don't have it and you want to make it, I think just some regular Alfredo sauce and just put some Cajun seasoning in it and heat it up, mix it up. Probably the same shit. Anyway. Oh. Oh, my cilantro lime rice out of a box. My Zatarans. I love that too, girl. Mm. Oh. Girl. Oh, this is so damn good. This one you ought to make. You ought to make this. You will not regret. Mm. 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 So pissed off. I get to work today, and I'm thinking I had to make deliveries today. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have an easy day because my boss told me I only got you doing 2 deliveries, and then after that you're gonna go to the plant and pick up product all day. And that's easy, girl. That's just picking it up. You come over the ship channel bridge back to our warehouse. Jose unloads it, and then I turn around and go back and get reloaded. Come back, and Jose does it again, and then all day long. I'm not being racist. Our forklift driving warehouse manager is Mexican, and his name is Jose. Okay. He calls me white boy every day, and he also calls me pinche relio, something like that. Pinche relio. I don't know what it means. He says it every day. Pinche relio. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Mexicans will understand. If you know what that means, can you please tell me? Because he won't tell me. Anyway, that's what I thought I was going to do all day. Well, what happened last night? The other Mexicans, the Jose's the boss of, they loaded my truck with the wrong shit. They loaded me with Omar's shit, our other driver. He was supposed to go, girl, I'm drooling. It's so good. He was supposed to go, anyway, girl, they fucked it up. So I had to go out and do 12 deliveries instead of 2. So it took me all damn day long. Now here I am thinking about these enchiladas all day, how I'm going to make it. I get home. I didn't even want to make them, girl. When I got home, I was so tired. The dogs is shit in a cage. And I was going to just start cooking because I needed to take showers. I hadn't had a shower in like 2 days because some imaginary husband forgot to wash our towels. So I had to skip a shower this morning. So I was like, I really want to take a shower before I mukbang or cook or anything. So, but I was like, if I take a shower, it's going to be too late. And blah, blah, blah. Finally, girl, I was just like, I started having me a little apple juice. And I said, you know what? If there's one thing I deserve right now more than anybody is a hot shower. Fuck it, girl. I don't care if I'm up till midnight doing this mukbang. So that's what I did. I took me a nice hot shower, girl. Mm. I was dirty too. I was so dirty that when I took my underwear off, they kind of stuck to my booty hole. I had to pull it away. It was like Velcro, girl. Like, and then I threw my underwear over in the pile of clothes that we keep in the corner of the room. And when I threw it over there, it actually hit the floor and it looked like it stood up and walked and jumped on the pile by itself. It was terrible. And then I think I heard it say, thank you. I don't know. I think it was tired too. The same underwear for 2 days. Ooh. So what else is going on? Anything going on? Oh, I'm gonna get some of this cilantro rice and put it on top. Oh, girl, it's a perfect mixture together. So it's the motherfucker. No, it's Mother's Day. Mother, that's next month, motherfucker. It's Mother's Day weekend, and I'm gonna tell you right now, from experience, if you're not taking your mom out to eat, do not try to go out to eat this weekend, especially Sunday. Do not even try. Tonight's probably bad. Tomorrow's going to be bad. I don't know. But Sunday, forget it. For lunch, forget it, girl. You are going to wait 3 to 4 hours to get a damn table unless you got reservations. I screwed up one time and I went to this very popular seafood restaurant here on the coast. And on Mother's Day, I didn't even snap because my mother passed away. And so I mean, I wasn't even thinking about it. What was weird is I actually took my mother to that restaurant right before she passed away and she loved it. But anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, so I go there. It was Mother's Day. I think it was a Sunday too. And we pull up and the parking lot's like packed. I'm like, oh shit, they're busy today. So we go in there. And I didn't even snap, girl. Until they had a table, but it was out on the patio and it was hot. And then it started sprinkling and raining a little bit. But the worst part is they were out of everything. I ordered a Coke. They were out of Coke. I said, oh, give me a Sprite. We're out of Sprite. We're out of that. And then I ordered a beer, and the particular beer, we're out of that. They're out of everything. The mothers, they cleared them out, girl. So yeah, make this for your mom. You'll save a lot of money, girl, because she really ain't worth it. If you take her out to dinner, you're gonna spend like $200. Is she really worth it, girl? I mean, all she did was maybe pack you a bologna sandwich now and then when you went to school. Did she really do anything more than that? And she had sex making you, so she had fun, making you. Uh, and then what did she do? I mean, really, I don't think. I think a lot of the mothers are overrated. Just my opinion. Steve. Well, I'm gonna get some hell comments over that. I'm teasing, girl. I'm not sure I'm gonna do a Mother's Day mukbang or not. Shut up. So I have a story I want to tell y'all about my mom. Let me just go ahead and do it now. I'm gonna call this my Mother's Day. I had a Mother's Day meal plan that I was like gonna cook maybe, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to it because I'm a busy man. So we might just call this. Let's just call this the Mother's Day meal. But my mom did many, many things for me that were sweet, sweet, sweet. I mean, it's just endless the list of shit my mom did for me. Uh, but she never told me the long term effect of apple juice. She should have told me that. So now I have a fatty liver thanks to the apple juice. What was I saying, bro? Oh, my mom. Yeah, I mean, she did so much for me all the time. She was a very, very wonderful, sweet, loving son of a bitch. Not me, the mosquito. She wasn't. My mom wasn't a bitch. I'm not a son of a bitch. That's not what I'm saying. But she did a lot of shit for me. I'm gonna just tell you, like, I can remember times. I told you the story about how she got a new car. I already told you that story for bringing me my gym shorts. But I was thinking about this story today. Back when I was a kid, Galveston Island down here had a water slide. Well, back in the day, they didn't know they could make them out of fiberglass. So the water slides back when I was a kid, the early ones that first came out were made out of cement. And no matter how smooth you try to get cement, it never is really smooth. It's always rough somewhere, bro. So instead of just going down on your rear end like you do now, they used to give you these rubber mats that floated, and you would sit on the rubber mat and you would hold it. I don't even remember if they had holes to hold. Seemed like they didn't. You just had to dig your fingernails in them. But you would sit on this rubber mat and then go down the slide on this rubber mat. And usually by the time you got to the end, the damn rubber mat slipped out from under you and you just dumped in the water, Well, anyway, I went with some friends and their mother took me there with my group of friends. So my friend's mom gave us all a ride up to the water slide. It was about 10 of us packed in this little AMC Pacer. If you remember what that car looked like, it looked like Pac-Man on crack. Is what those cars look like. But she had an AMC Pacer, and I swear there was about 10 kids in that thing. And she took us to the water slide and dropped us off, and then she left. And then So I'm up there and I'm going down the slide, and my mat slips out from under me, and my butt hits that cement, and it ripped my swimsuit wide open, girl. My booty hole was exposed to the whole world, and I was so embarrassed. Which is funny because now I go in a bar, a gay bar, and I just do that anyway, and I'm okay with it. I'm like, is anybody looking? You know, but back then it was horrific, uh, and I was so embarrassed. So I knew my ass was showing. Nobody saw it, I don't think, but I immediately grabbed my rubber mat. Thank God they had those, and I wrapped the rubber mat around me, and I get out of the water, and I'm just standing there, and I'm like, okay, so I can't go down the slide anymore, and we were going to be there about 2 more hours before homeboy's mom came back to pick us up. So I'm standing there, and I'm like, I can't do shit. I ain't got no money. I can't buy no Coke. I can't do shit. And I don't mean that came later in my 20s. Coca-Cola. I can't. I'm like, I'm not fucking standing here for 2 hours. What am I gonna do? Well, thankfully, I did have 10 cents. I think that's all it costs to make a phone call and a pay phone. Yeah, there used to be phones where you put money in and you could make a phone call. Well, I called my mom, and she just got off work. I knew what time she got off work, and I knew she'd probably be home at that time. And I called her, and I caught her at home, and she's like, "What's wrong, baby?" I said, "Mom, I'm up here at the water slide. My shorts ripped open." And she's like, "Well, can't you just sit there for another couple hours? Just sit down and just watch the kid, you know?" And I'm like, "Mom," I started whining. I'm like, "I'm afraid somebody's gonna see my big ass. And I don't want to sit here. I'm bored and stuff." So my mom, she said, "Okay, I'll come get you." She drove all the way to Galveston, which is about 15 minutes. But she came and she picked me up, and I get in the car and she's laughing. She's laughing so hard. And I was like, okay, this is what I was trying to avoid. I didn't want to be laughed at. And I, I didn't realize my mom was going to laugh hysterically at what was going on with me, or I wouldn't have had her pick me up, because that's exactly what I was trying to avoid, embarrassment. But she laughed all the way home. She thought that was hilarious that my shorts ripped out, my bare ass was sitting on the seat, and she kept making jokes all the way home, like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to wash that seat when we get home." I'm like, "Bitch, just hurry up." But anyway, she did shit like that. So she brought me my gym shorts. She came and picked me up. And there was another time. This is a true story. I locked my keys in my car at a grocery store. It was about 15-20 minute drive. She came up to the store because she had an extra key. This is no joke. You ain't gonna believe this. She comes up to the store, and she was sick with the flu. She comes up to the store. She unlocks my truck, right? I open the door. I hug her. I say, "Thank you, Mom. I know you don't feel good." She goes, "I'm gonna go back home and get in bed." She leaves, and I'll be damned if I didn't fuck around. I'll lock myself out again. I don't know what I did, but I shut the door and I was doing something, and I locked myself out of the truck again. So I had to call. This was before cell phones. So I had to wait. I waited until she got home, and I called her. I said, "Mom." She's like, "What?" I said, "You ain't gonna believe this." She's like, "What?" I was like, "I locked myself out again. I don't know how I did it, but I locked my." She goes, "Are you kidding? Are you joking?" It's some kind of joke because I don't feel good. And I'm like, "No, Mom, I'm serious. You have to come back." And she came back, and that was the only time my mom ever got a little bit shitty with me. She she pulls up and she gives me the key. I unlock the door, and then she goes, "I tell you what, why don't you drive my car home and I'll drive your car home, since you don't know how to work a door." And she was mad. And I'm like, "Are you serious?" She goes, "Yeah." She takes off her seatbelt. She gets out. She said, "You drive my car home and I'll follow you to make sure you get there." But yeah, she came up there twice, poor thing. Mind you, after driving 20 minutes there, unlocking it, driving 20 minutes back with the flu, and then having to get a phone call, your dumbass son fucked up again. She had to get back in her car, drive back up there. So she was a wonderful lady. I love her. I love her so much. Yeah. Her birthday just passed, April 10th. And had she still been alive, she'd have been, even bitchier. No, I mean, loving her. And 83. So happy 83. I didn't say happy 83 to my mom. God, that means she's been past 10 years. She died when she was 73. God, it's been 10 years. Girl, time flies. Mm. This is so damn good. So I called my imaginary husband on the way home. I always do that. When I'm driving home from work, I call my imaginary husband. He thinks it's because I'm checking in with him and I love him. The truth is, uh, I'm just trying to find out. I'm hoping he'll be gone when I get here so I can do a mukbang and do a cooking show. Today I got lucky. He was gone. He was in Houston, supposedly with his friend that's a mother, and they were celebrating her Mother's Day. So that's why I was able to do this for y'all tonight. So hey, Mother's Day just keeps giving back. So make sure, at least for me, okay. Uh, Motherfuckers Day is going to be, I think, next month. That's my day. But I was able to come home in time to wash the dirty dishes that he didn't wash when he came home and got ready to go out, or the dog cages that he didn't even bother to look at that had shit all in them. I did all that and took a shower and then cooked and then did this for y'all. So happy Mother's Day to all my mothers out there, okay? Keep being a mother wherever you go. Just be a mother. No matter what people do, just stand your ground and be a fucking mother. Always. I love you. Give me a kiss. Other side. All right. See you on the next month. I can't even talk, girl. That apple juice is strong. I'll see you on the next Mukbang, girl. We might do something this weekend. I don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of shit going on with all these mothers. I'm going to go somewhere where the mothers are not. Okay? Like, probably, hopefully fishing. I don't know. But the weather's being a mother. It's not letting me go. Steve, this video is long. Okay, I love you. 22:33. Yeah, it's too long. I love you. Bye. Come on, clicker. Don't be a mother. You motherfucker.